With just hours to go until Eagles Saints, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. I'm not a Wentz guy or a Hurts guy. I'm an Eagles guy. And with that being said, Jalen Hurts will start for the Eagles today. But what do we have with him? What kind of guy is he? His former coach, Nick Saban, gives us a little insight, and you'll hear all that and more coming up next.
He's as fine a person as we've ever had in the program. He's a very good leader. He's a hard worker. He's well liked by his teammates. Winning was important to him, and he wanted to do whatever he had to do to, try to help his team have a chance to win. And, I think he probably went through a much more difficult circumstance here in terms of being 26-2 or whatever he was as a starter. And then somebody else starting in his place. And then he had to take that person's place in the SEC championship game and go in and win the game and come from behind, to do it. So he's been in a lot of tough circumstances, and he was very supportive. When he was the guy, he was supportive of the guy behind him. When that guy became the man, he was very supportive of him when he had to sit behind him. And he was also worked really hard in the backup role so that he could improve and get better, so that he would have a chance to play in the NFL someday. And he really took advantage of that. So when he went to Oklahoma, I thought he was a better passer and really did a lot of things really, really well. So this is as good a person, and I feel bad for you all in Philadelphia if you haven't had a chance to meet him. Because he's a guy that's really easy to fall in love with, that's for sure, because he's a great person. He's got a great family.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Eagles News Now podcast. I'm professional wrestler Chris Wilde, live at Bar 4133. And as I said, we are just hours away from the Philadelphia Eagles versus the New Orleans Saints in Philadelphia, and what will be Jalen Hurts' first ever NFL start. That has absolutely dominated the airwaves and media in Philadelphia, and for good reason, as the Eagles benched their $128 million franchise quarterback Carson Wentz. He has absolutely struggled this year, and I think that this is a good move for the Eagles. As I've said in videos this week, we just saw Nick Saban talk about Jalen Hurts. So what do we have in Jalen Hurts exactly? I think the character of this kid is amazing. For what he went through in Alabama is just off the charts. To bring a team, to be 25-2, bring a team to a championship game, get benched because, he looked absolutely horrible in that first half of that championship game. And then for his backup to come in and take over, win the game, and then take over at Alabama until the next year in the same championship game when Tua gets hurt, and then Jalen has to come in, bring the team from behind, and win the game, and then go to Oklahoma, put up some pretty decent stats there. I think this dude is more mature than most NFL rookies. I think that coming into this situation, he's well prepared. I like the way he handled the huddle last week against the Green Bay Packers in a year where there's no preseason games, there's really no off season. He came in and handled himself pretty well, more than what the stats would tell you, of course, being 5 for 12 with 1 interception and 1 touchdown. However, he has for the first time this season, a full week of practice with the starters that he didn't have. Also, the coaches are going to change around the game plan to fit Jalen Hurts' needs, kind of like how they did for Nick Foles. Doug Peterson has been very well at that. So we'll see what happens. But look, his first game is coming up against a very, 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 very strong defense in the New Orleans Saints, who have probably the best defense in the league, they give up 8.8 points per game. That's insane to me. The last 5 games, we'll say. They're dominant up front. They've got great linebackers. Malcolm Jenkins, who should still be an Eagle, has improved their secondary. And while I'm on Jenkins right now, look, I was one of the guys that wanted him back. He was asking for more money. The Eagles did not want to give it to him. I felt like that was a mistake because he was such a pillar on this team, an Iron Man, a guy that literally played every snap for years without getting injured, and on a team that had guys getting injured left and right. Great character, great in the community. I thought that he was just a guy that wasn't ready to lose yet. He goes to the Saints, and he's been playing very well. Instead, the Eagles give money to a guy like Jason Peters, who they bring back to fill in for Brandon Brooks at right guard. He decides after Andre Dillard gets hurt that he'll play left tackle, but for more money. So the Eagles basically gave in to him, but wouldn't give in to Jenkins. And with Peters this year, Peters has been horrible. He's been getting his ass whooped left and right. It's been embarrassing to see. It's been sad to see for a guy that's going to probably be a Hall of Fame left tackle and has been a great Eagle. He's just been horrible this year, and the Eagles have sat him down. He will no longer be playing this season. Nate Herbig will fill in for him. Hopefully Herbig can play better than Peters, but I can't see how anyone couldn't play better than Peters. As, like I said, he's just been very, very bad this year. Apparently struggling with turf toe. I don't know, but he's on the IR now. So what would the Eagles have to do to win? Well, they'd have to stop the Saints offense, which Alvin Kamara makes really good linebacking cores look bad, and we all know our linebacking core, it is what it is. It's definitely not the best, and at times not even good. So we'll see what happens with that. Taysom Hill isn't Drew Brees, but what he is he's mobile. The Eagles struggle against mobile quarterbacks in Jim Schwartz's scheme for whatever reason. So they're going to have to try for the first time this season to put the stop to a mobile quarterback. And look, it's just going to be one of those games where they're going to have to step up. I mean, this is a Saints team that's won 9 in a row. They've won 3 straight with Taysom Hill. Again, it was against a Bronco team with a wide receiver at quarterback and a pretty bad Atlanta Falcons team. But look, they held the Buccaneers to 3 points, and the Buccaneers have a decent amount of firepower on their team with Tom Brady and Antonio Brown and Mike Evans and all the rest of the guys there. So it's going to be an uphill battle. What I want to see is I just want to see some positivity in the offense. I want to see something different in the offense. I don't want to see the same old, same old. I want to see Jalen Hurts look like he was a second-round pick. And look, just shut up all the doubters. Again, I said in the beginning, I'm not a Wentz guy. I'm not a Hurts guy. Do I think Carson Wentz is going to be a franchise quarterback again? Yeah, I really do. Do I think Hurts has the ability to be one? We'll see. I mean, obviously, nobody's seen enough of him because it's his first start. But there's no way that I know a lot of Eagle fans out there, and I've seen this, and it's absolutely frustrating to me. It makes me want to pull my hair out of my head that there's Eagle fans out there that are actually rooting against the Eagles because they don't want Jalen Hurts to be any good because they're Carson Wentz guys. And, it's not Carson's fault. Look back at the games. Carson has held onto the ball too long. He's made bad decisions, threw bad interceptions. For whatever reason, the team isn't responding to him. Yes, have the play calls been bad? Absolutely. Has the defense been bad? Absolutely. Has the line been an absolute disgrace at times? Yes. But it's the little things. It's the decisions. It's the again, taking a safety against the Cleveland Browns. Instead of getting rid of the ball, you take a sack, which leads into a safety. I think it was at that point when I knew they had to sit Carson Wentz down. He just hasn't been good, guys. That doesn't mean he's not going to be good again. That doesn't mean he's not going to be the Eagles quarterback again. For all we know, if Jalen Hurts really stinks it up against this, and if he has a bad game, I think he still gets next game to play because, again, this defense is so good. But you could see Carson Wentz, start against the Washington football team or the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, that's still in the cards. But I'm going to hope that Hurts goes out there and kills it and absolutely looks like a stud out there. Again, it's wishful thinking with the line and the receivers that we have, but there's no way I will ever root against this team, even though if they lose, it probably is better for the future so they get a better draft pick, but I'm not ready to root against some guys. So I'm hoping Hurts has a good game out there. Again, the kid shows some electricity, some promise. He can make it. He can definitely make it happen with his legs. I don't know what we're going to see with him with his arm. Again, in college, he had some great guys to throw to, like Henry Ruggs and CeeDee Lamb. So he's always had good pieces around him. We'll see what he can do with this offense. And look, if it looks good and looks different, then that's a plus for Eagles fans all the way around, no matter what happens in the future. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hours away from the game. I'm not going to make a score prediction because at this point, it doesn't. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it means anything to make a score prediction. Let's just hope that some way possible the Eagles can eke out a W. That would be absolutely great, as it's been a month since they've won anything. That's all I got. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Again, just F the haters. Go Birds. I'll see you later.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! E-A-G-L-E Eagle Nation to stand.